In a courtroom drama, the search warrant's validity faces intense scrutiny.
Hit the like button on your way in or on your way out. All right. We're not doing this the whole time. I just want you guys to understand and to document what happened here. Right. Defendant further argues that the warrant was overbroad. We now know it's not. It's time frame for searches. The warrant permitted the search from January 1st, 2020 to present. That's crazy. That was years to present, yet according to defendant provided no factual basis for expansive 4-year period. However, the courts often note that we're going to call it CSAM collectors. So they did this under a circumstance, guys, of CSAM collectors maintaining their materials for significant periods. And they cited this case. So they knew that it wasn't going to be just this week to this week. They figured it would be far back. And that's what they did. It was an individual that fell in this category, given the material that was his stepdaughter, and it was located on the phone and backed up on his Google account. Accordingly, the warrant is not tainted for having an overbroad temporal scope. The court also notes that the warrant affidavit was not overly reliant on generalized and boilerplate language about Google services. The state is correct that the implementation of standard language in the search warrant related to the operations of Google LLC is helpful and relevant in the affidavit. The boilerplate language was accompanied by ample case-specific information. All right, we're almost done. I'm not going to read the whole thing. The last thing was the warrant lacked required, particularly for digital services associated with Google. This is a little bit in the weeds of things. I'm not going to get into that. It's a lot of citing, and then they should be talking about CSAM, but they don't. Good faith exception. The good faith exception applies. So law enforcement did not provide any false or misleading information ordered by a judge. The warrant is denied, signed by Honorable Keith Karsten, Circuit Court Judge, signed, dated July 1st, 2025. Now we're 13 days later, and the trial is going to start soon. All right, so let's get back to this, and we can pull this down. Denied, denied, denied. Nothing about that was wrong. All right. Nat, thank you so much for gifting the membership. We have 204 people in chat. I hope somebody that wants a membership gets it. Thank you so much, Nat. I appreciate you. All right. Now we're going to go over this. The Sterns, Florida man accused of taking Maddie. He appears in court, 26 of the minutes, and then we'll go to the next part of it, only because the sound is terrible. All right. Good to see you guys here. Thank you for being here. I cannot wait to hear what happens in this case. I really do. I am hoping for a plea deal. Maybe I'm being selfish when I say I don't want to have to read this or see it, and I don't want the judges I don't want the family to have to deal with this. Thanks, Synth. I'm sorry, I have no filter. Just gifted a guilty of crime membership. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, faith and repentance. We need to get you a membership. And Millie Rivera, good to see you, my friend. You just got gifted a membership. Thank you. Nat says much love. Much love, y'all. Much love. All right, let's watch this guy, Stephan Sterns, walk into the courtroom and see what happens here. All right, where is it? We'll start here.
Danielle Cannell and William J.
This is the best I have, too. Wait, I think this was it. Hold on. Make sure this is today, 9 hours ago. Yep. All right, there he is. Make sure this is the right one. I'm sure it is.
We're here on 3 preliminary trial matters.
Mm-hmm. It's so low, guys. Hold on.
Taking on the first motion, Alex Johnson, for the defense. We'd like to address defendant's motion to remove newspapers.
Motion to remove newspapers, guys. I know it's hard to hear, but that's why we're going to go over it.
For this motion, instead of market warning,
I don't even know why you're right. Why are they wasting taxpayers if they're going to take a plea deal? Because we're all going to feel like a slap in the face when we go to watch the trial on the 22nd and see the jury selection. We're going to feel real upset after going through all of this. And yeah, for you in Florida there, I'm sorry you guys have to waste taxpayers' dollars. Yeah, it's horrendous. This is the best one I can find so far, but we're just going to watch and listen. I'll talk to you guys while we're doing it. Thank you guys for being here and supporting my channel. I appreciate it. All week long, I have new episodes with new cases, guys. They're not even showing what he's saying, by the way. No, they're not offering a plea deal on both. Right?
That's no position here.
That's one.
I'm going to make sure it's regular because it's already hard enough to hear. And this is the better audio, guys. But we're just going to go through the motions with them. What's up, guys? We're 100%. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you. I agree with you on that. I think every person.
Now the motion continue. The trial is set to begin next week in this courtroom. And as jurors, potential jurors, and jurors that are selected in the trial walk into the courthouse, right in front of security, right now,
they're not really talking about much at all.
including newspapers like the Osceola News.
So right now they're trying to get the Osceola News taken out. I'll just kind of talk to you. There's no plea deals at all, guys. I want you guys to have the complete and utter context. There's been no plea deal offered to anyone for anything. As a matter of fact, the capital M case with the death penalty, I absolutely believe that they're going to go forward with that trial. But I got to tell you, I don't think they're going to go with the CSAM stuff. I think they're going to offer a plea. And if they offer a plea, I think Stephan's going to take it. All right. So nobody has offered a plea deal yet. I'm just talking about what I think is going to happen with my educated guess. All right. And I just showed you the evidence of the motions that were denied, and they were barely denied on the first. That's given them 13 days, not including the weekends, to get a case together. The prosecution is not ready and the defense is not ready. All right. So you use your judgment on that. Summer Dawn says the guy who delivers produce to the restaurant is Stephan Sterns' doppelganger. He asked me like 2 weeks ago why I didn't like him, and I showed him a picture of Sterns. That's funny. All right, let's keep going. They're talking about the news right now. That got kicked out.
By the employee areas, where the general
Let me see if I
If you're
can.
looking at the first floor, there's the area where he goes with the elevators, and then there's the mirror there.
Yes.
It's the table's right in front of that.
Progress screens.
It's on. I don't know why you can't hear it. I got the words.
Wired as to,
Okay.
our court administration provides the newspapers. I think that's a county function.
So he's got 2 trials. So if he does a plea deal, then the next trial we can roll into. So they're saying no newspapers.
So the motion is preliminarily granted.
They granted his motion right then and there.
Parties that provide the newspapers not to do so during the jury selection or trial process.
They can't do it during jury selection, and but bam, that's it. No newspapers during jury selection. So what about Karen Reed?
Yes, Judge. Defense would next like to proceed on the defense's motion to order all media to adhere to the rules of judicial administration.
Shannon K, shout out to you. Hello.
Judge, defense is asking according to, as the rules require, that the media, defense
Yep.
is on the left side of this court, is positioned directly behind us. Intentionally and inadvertently not seeing
The captions are on, my friend. They are on. They're at the bottom.
So in position, counsel's computers.
Unless I can move them.
In view of the media, so the defense is requesting that media not be allowed.
I put it at the top.
Look at, zoom in on.
Okay, guys, I put the captions at the top. I moved them from the bottom to the top. I'm also talking to you through this just to let you know what's happening. All right. Don Grandma 3, thank you so much, my friend. Big hugs to you for the Guilty of Crime membership. All right, there we go. I moved it. Thank you.
Or otherwise project essentially onto counsel's table because of what
Exactly, Mo. Exactly.
We have essentially affirmatively attempt to protect it, and we have communications. We mute the mic. However, because the table is so large and facing, it's just asking.
You're welcome, everybody. I love you guys. Thank you for being here.
On our computer screen, under the administrative order, it says that communications between attorneys and their clients, counsel, or like anything is held, it is required not to be reported or broadcasted. So it's a position that anything is occurring essentially at notes with that handwritten notes or computer.
Thank you, Allie Callie.
That this has taken a current steps privacy screen and additionally the lighting on the laptops. However, even with that, it's still for the media and sitting where it screens and
Thank you so much.
but also to protect not only the Sterns confidentiality, but potential other clients, information who we're working on while hiring for it. Like media so look at me this work.
All right, so I put them up
I
there.
have a position, however, I think if the court is going to issue an order, it needs to be everybody in the courtroom, not just specifically.
They are not easy to cover, guys. Thank you.
Well,
There's a lot of amateur media people that will cover this trial, and they use phones, from my experience in other high profile trials. So the order should be broad enough that it covers everybody in the courtroom, perhaps even an order that people in the gallery should not be allowed to have their phones out during this trial. Yeah. Sometimes they need daily reminders, sometimes they need multiple daily reminders, but they also focus on the state's computer, and we are obviously against that for the same reasons.
No objections to that. You can see it at the top there.
For the media, that's been a good one there. Essential.
Thank God, right? We get to keep on doing it. We get to keep on streaming, you guys. Yes, they are the best mods in the house.
Behind it,
Amateur media people.
your coordination with witnesses, with each other, with presentation with evidence.
You should have heard the other channel.
Expect that the media will comply with Florida Judicial Administration 2.450 as well as our Administrative Order 2023-23.
I cannot imagine having to represent that garbage, right?
Fairly specific.
Truth sleuth.
Indicates that
I'll pause it for a second, guys, and say, yeah, I gotta admit, the defense attorneys, I think, are doing the best job that they can. I don't think they're ready at all. And I think at the drop of a dime, they will take a plea deal. I know Stephan probably will. Truth Sleuth, thank you so much for the $3 super sticker. I appreciate you. All right. Amateur reporters. I don't know if he's talking about YouTubers or TikTokers or social media, but we're all little amateur sleuthies. Thank you. And thank you, One Love Revolutionary. My mom says, hey, she missed you.